dear.
Hey, look at that! Have you ever seen anything like that? Oh! Oh! And here comes Hurst. He's got some people on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now.
And welcome to They Think It's All Over. David is away this week, so we welcome back Steve Davis. With Steve and Jonathan this week is a comedian who was once refused entry to Australia because the authorities thought he looked like a criminal. They've changed their tune. 100 years ago, it was sole purpose of visit. Rich Hall. Gary Lineker is also away, so I have great pleasure in welcoming Europe's victorious Ryder Cup captain, Sam Torrance. With Sam and Rory this week is a Wales and Newcastle footballer who is mentioned in Roy Keane's autobiography after his late tackle put Keane out of the FA Cup final. If you want to read about it, he's in the index under F and C. Gary Speed. We start this week's show with Sporting Bluff. Sam, Rory and Gary, have a look at these three greats.
Now here's Scholes. Now Beckham now for England. David Beckham! It's the equaliser within 2 minutes.
And Rock of Gibraltar makes it 5 Group 1 wins in a row.
What have you got to say, Steve's team? You have to read the card, Rich.
What? Oh.
Who's your president again?
His name is F***wit.
That's the same name as our Prime Minister.
England's David Beckham was recently voted Welsh Sports Personality of the Year.
The horse Rock of Gibraltar was recently voted Welsh Sports Personality of the Year.
Catherine Zeta-Jones was recently voted Welsh Sports Personality of the Year Day.
Now, Gary, you play for Wales. Whereabouts exactly are you from?
North Wales, Mancott, a little place called Mancott.
Because if you'd been born in England, you could have played for Ireland. So, in this Welsh Sports Personality of the Year thing, where did you come in the rankings, Gary?
Just behind Ivor the Engine, I think.
Last time I was in the country, there was a kidnapping plot against Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That really wouldn't work out. You wouldn't see David Beckham reading a ransom note very well. I think it was a shopping list. Spice, kidnappies, £1 million carrier bags, donut, contacts.
What's the next one?
Rock of Gibraltar.
Rock of Gibraltar.
The Walk of Gibraltar? You think that's a Chinese restaurant, Jonathan?
Sam, I must say welcome back. It's nice to have a real sporting champion on the show. Well, no disrespect, obviously, but I mean one within living memory, you know what I'm saying? And despite what they all say, I don't think that moustache makes you look at all like a big, gay Saddam Hussein. Don't let that get to you. Sam is about to join the seniors tour, is that right?
Yeah.
That's
youngest on the tour. I'm
You'll
looking
be the
forward to
youngest.
that.
You'll be showing off, won't you? Talking about all the new music, like the Beatles. Showing them your 2 good hips.
What's the third one?
Third one was Catherine Zeta-Jones, a beautiful Welsh lady.
She is lovely. She's a lovely girl. Do you know her?
Well, she must be nice. She takes her dad everywhere.
Yeah, those
What
last...
baby sport?
You know that
What's she
really-
got to do with sport?
She's a runner, isn't she? Very fast runner. She was when I met her, anyway. I think it's got to be Beckham, isn't it?
Has to be Beckham.
OK,
Has
you
to
said
be.
David Beckham. That was Rich, wasn't it? Let's see if you're right. Yes, Rich had it right. David Beckham, England's captain, is actually the Welsh Sports Personality of the Year. Catherine Zeta-Jones did win Best Welsh Actress at the same award ceremony. It was for her amazing performance in the sentence, "Of course I didn't marry him for his money." Steve, Jonathan and Rich, it's that ludicrous novelty sport for you, American football. Here are the Oakland Raiders on their way to losing the recent Super Bowl against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And Dwight Smith will score. Another touchdown. Trying to nail 48 on the scoreboard for Tampa Bay. And final score, the Buccaneers 48 and the Oakland Raiders 21.
That was the Oakland Raiders going down to a surprise defeat. Now, according to cult writer Hunter S. Thompson, a huge Raiders fan, what lies behind their otherwise successful season? Sam's team.
The Oakland Raiders players were prepared for every match by a team of Thai masseurs.
The Oakland Raiders players have the injuries treated using leeches.
The Oakland Raiders players were motivated by a Red Indian medicine man.
They have fantastic names, though, don't they? All the teams have great names. Like we got Hull City.
You know what we should have? Names like Stoke City Pikeys. That'd be good. How about Leeds United Convicts? That'd be good. Well, how about Manchester United? Is it no worse? I can't tell the time.
That's why they don't have cheerleaders for British soccer.
Hey, they should have that in snooker. That would be great, wouldn't it, cheerleaders? Give us an S, give us a T, give us an E. Oh, he's out already. You're too quick. What were the other ones? It was Thai massage.
And leeches.
I don't really care.
See, that's what's wrong with your game right now, if you don't mind saying.
Thai massage. Thai massage.
I love the Thai food, though. Rich, you like Thai food?
I love it, Jonathan.
It's popular in America, isn't it?
No.
They have a lot of restaurants in Thailand.
OK, Steve, just take 5 now. All right.
They don't call them Thai restaurants there, though.
No, just restaurants, yeah.
Yeah.
I've just realised David Gower sharp as a whip. Sharp as a whip.
Oh, dear.
Leeches.
Leeches. In the old days, you wouldn't have leeches. You just have an old bloke come up with a magic sponge.
I'd rather have the sponge than leeches on my ghoulies anyway, I'll tell you that.
Well, what about that one on your top lip? That must be healed by now. Take it off. Let's have a look. I'll tell you what. And when you finish with it, let's end it over Leslie Hash. So what's the final one? Red Indians, you said. Red Indians. We shouldn't call them Red Indians anymore. If we're going to be PC about it, Steve isn't a loser. He's trophically challenged. Whoa, he's not fat. He's enormous. It'd be nice. You put a nice spin on it. That's what you do.
You have an Indian name?
What, you mean like Dances with Wolves?
Yeah.
Steve would be Big Chief Sitting Down or Apache Korea.
Now, I am enjoying this, but it's still round 1.
Well, I know. You're American, you would know. What would you think?
I think it's probably the Red Indians, Native American.
OK, so you think Rory was telling the truth. Let's see if you're right. In fact, Sam was telling the truth. According to Hunter S. Thompson, the Oakland Raiders do indeed get the leeches out when a player goes down. During the Super Bowl in San Diego, fans ate over 100,000 hot dogs. And if you laid all those hot dogs end to end, you'd have more fun than if you'd bothered watching the Super Bowl. At the end of that round, Steve's team have no points and Sam's team have 3. Time now to look at some dubious excuses. Sam's team, it's your opposing captain, Steve Davis, for you. Here he is at the recent UK Championships, powering his way to defeat against John Higgins.
Probably be disappointed, but I don't think there's any reason to be.
As ever, the gentleman, Ray, isn't he? His cue's already been taken apart.
Now, Steve had to beat Mark King, a player ranked 14 places above him, to qualify for the televised rounds of the tournament. And instead of the expected humiliation, Steve actually won. So what was it that motivated Steve, Sam's team?
Was your opponent not allowed to chalk his white stick? Do you play snooker, Gary?
No, not really.
I thought all footballers played snooker in between gambling and whoring and... Golf, did you play golf?
Yeah.
Vijay Singh, do you know him? He had a good win the other day, didn't he?
He did. He did. He's a brilliant player, him. You know, he once proposed to Faldo's caddy.
What, Fanny Sunnison?
Yeah. He wanted to make her Fanny sing.
That's reminded me, wouldn't it be great if they brought back the good old days? Do you know
I think I know it. I think I know it, yeah. He nicked your leather coat, didn't he?
How do you know that?
He nicked your leather... John Parrott told me.
That, yeah.
Parrott told me. He nicked your leather... Thailand, it might even have been Thailand. He nicked your leather coat and you wanted a bit of revenge. That was the motivation.
That's the correct answer for 3 points. Well done. Very good. I didn't think you'd get that one. Very good. Steve was actually thirsting for revenge after Mark King allegedly nicked his leather coat following last year's Thai Masters. To be fair, we do knock Steve on this show, but he was captain of the Europe side that recently beat the USA in Pool's Moscone Cup for the first time ever. And not only did Steve slam home the winning pot, but it was his 50 pence on the table. So well done, Steve. Steve's team, we move on to Sam's greatest sporting achievement of last year. It's Europe's Ryder Cup win against the USA at the Belfry.
This for the Ryder Cup. This is a tremendous achievement for this European side.
Now, according to reports, it wasn't Sam who inspired our Ryder Cup win, but Nigel Mansell. How so, Steve's team?
It was nice to see him kissing his daughter at the end, though, wasn't it? That's charming, wasn't it? Lovely, yeah. Lovely touch.
Is it true that during the Ryder Cup, to calm down some of the younger players, Monty used to suckle them? Is that true? It's Nigel Mansell. How did he inspire them, Rich? And I know you know the answer.
I don't even know who the Nigel Mansell is.
Racing driver.
I have horrible memories of golf. My mom died on the golf course. Got hit by lightning between the first and second holes.
Oh, that's a small target.
They said it was probably her stance.
Well, he just inspired them.
He inspired them by being inspirational.
I need to know who he inspired.
He inspired
Collie. Steady, why not give them the answer,
well, I'm trying to.
I like that. Look, he's getting a bit Glaswegian on you then. He's going to headbutt you in a minute.
Sam, tell us the answer.
I was Paul McGinley's mentor.
I'll give you your bonus point.
I knew that.
Yeah, because you won us the Ryder Cup. Yeah. Nigel, it turns out, is Paul McGinley's personal mental guru.
Nick. Yeah? Who's Paul McGinley?
Nigel, it turns out, is Paul McGinley's personal mental guru. As McGinley approached the 18th green before sinking that winning putt, there was only one thing on his mind. I was thinking of the things that Nigel Mansell told me. Focus and concentrate, focus and concentrate. He has told me about them again and again. McGinley said Mansell's advice was so helpful he wished he could bottle it, although if he wants help bottling it, he should get advice from Tim Henman. The scores at the end of that round are Steve's team with no points and Sam's team with 7. What happened to Steve? I hope you... Come on, boys. Come on. It's our goal celebrations round now. Sam's team, it's the future of English football for you. Southampton striker, James Beattie.
Beattie's coming in. Oh, save, but not this time. He's there now. Well, you had to expect Beattie to score at least one.
So why does James Beattie reveal the word obvious on his T-shirt when he scores? Sam's team.
If you really look at it closely, there's a hidden message to Michael Owen. It's got IOU in the middle.
Is it true at Newcastle you have your names on the front of the shirt so Bobby Robson can remember who you are? Does he have trouble with your name, ever?
He used to, yeah, but I think he's...
What did he used to call you?
Sheedy.
Sheedy.
There's a story about, I think it's Shola Amiobi, isn't it? This reporter said, so what's your nickname, Shola? And he said, I haven't really got one. Well, what does Bobby Robson call you? He says, Carl Court.
That's actually true, isn't it?
Do you speak Welsh?
You had to learn it in school, so only a little bit.
Say something Welsh for us.
Rydw i'n siarad Cymraeg?
Is that Welsh for a shag in the rug?
I can speak Welsh. I know some words are Welsh. Nuclear in Welsh is nuclear. It's true, it's Welsh. Clock is clock. Gangster rapper is gangster rapper.
So, James Beattie and his T-shirt with obvious written on it.
In a couple of matches when Sven-Göran Eriksson was watching James Beattie, I think the conjectural question would be, are you going to score, James? Are you going to play for England? Obvious.
No. Here's James Beattie himself with the answer.
The reason I had obvious written on my T-shirt was because a lot of my friends were in the crowd at Middlesbrough, and it's a little joke that we have when we're messing about, because if, you know, one of us says something that's just blatantly obvious, then one of the lads will shout out in a stupid voice, obvious, and that was the reason why I did it.
That'll be a good night out with James and his mates, eh? And you can win a night out with James Beattie and his friends. Thank you, Steve, for putting your hand up before speaking.
How did you enter that competition?
How'd you go out with James Beattie? Beattie was recently had up in court for drink driving, but he insisted, I do not have a drink problem, and my two managers, the Strachan twins, can confirm that. Steve's team, you'll recognise Macclesfield's Danny Whitaker scoring the third goal in their 3-0 win at Hull in this season's FA Cup first round proper.
Only half away, and this is Danny Whitaker, and that was a wonderful strike. Celebrations in order.
So, what did all that mean, do we think?
Is it because Macclefield's nickname is the Macclesfield Turf?
They're breakdancing.
No.
They are breakdancing. You might say no, but they are.
Yeah.
You think you know everything. Well, you're wrong. If you knew everything, you wouldn't still live in Stoke now, would you? How do you know?
That's not the answer we have.
Well, who told you that?
Because we asked them.
Well,
we asked them.
Yeah, and you know what? They lied to you. They lied. Because they're from Macclesfield. They don't know how to give a straight answer when a man from a big city asks them a question. They get confused. They think it might go on their tax returns or something. Oh, you're breakdancing, might be a fee for that. No, they are just told you something else.
An almost perfect Macclesfield accent there.
Well, that one was from somewhere else. He's been brought in at great expense. He's an Italian player or something.
Oh, it's an Italian accent?
No, maybe it's French. I don't know. I don't know everything, but I know the answer is bloody breakdancing. It's clear as the nose on your pikey face. Come on, Nick, give us a break. Come on, they've got 7 and they're obviously cheating. Also, they've got a champion on their side. We've got a bloody yank and a washed-up snooker player, didn't it? No disrespecting to either of you. But it's like Loserville over here.
We now have to raise our hands in order to ask a question. That's how badly we're being beaten.
What is it, Captain? You must know.
No, I don't.
It's a Macclesfield football team. They're celebrating some way, presumably to get on a programme like this. They like
just
to go
picked your ear and then wiped it on your hair. I saw him do that.
No, I didn't.
He did. He went like that.
No, I didn't.
He went like that. He went...
No, I did not.
He did.
No, I did not.
He definitely did.
Listen, I've been sitting in front of the cameras for 20 years. I know what I do with my fingers.
You did that. We'll have a look.
You can play it back in slow motion. No, that's not. Oh, yes, it is.
OK. It was all the idea of Macclesfield midfielder Chris Byrne, although sadly he couldn't join in as he'd been in Manchester a couple of weeks before where inevitably he'd been shot. Here's Matt Tipton to explain further.
This celebration was a copy of a sex act that we seen on a late-night porn film on an away trip. Chris Byrne, who thought of the idea, was in hospital when we played Hull in the Cup, so we thought, as he'd been shot, we'd give it a tribute to him.
How on earth are we expected to get that?
Read the papers.
The man is a congenital idiot, clearly. He's even got a pointed head.
Will you be running another competition to go out for a night with?
You're more interested one, wouldn't it?
Chris Byrne's probably not the only league footballer to have been shot. Ruud van Nistelrooy goes down like he's been shot every time he gets into the penalty area. And at the end of that round, Steve's team have no points and Sam's team have 7. It's sweaty palms time now as we play Field the Sportsman. Sam and Rory, you're up first this week. Take your positions, take your blindfold with you. Can we have our first mystery guest, please?
Nick, I'll see you in the green room tonight.
OK. And your time starts now.
Oh, hello.
Oh, oh.
What the hell is that?
Have a female.
Oh, blimey, there's loads of them. Gosh, oh, ooh. Ooh. My girlfriend's watching. I'm not coming home.
I think you are, Rory.
How long have we get to this, Nick? 90 minutes, was it?
No.
This is fabulous.
What was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a pom-pom.
What is it?
Cheer it.
Oh, I love
cheerleaders. They're very quiet. Couldn't be West Ham, could it?
West Ham have got nothing to cheer for, have they?
How can you possibly know it's West Ham? How can you possibly... That's just cheating.
You just said...
I can see under here. Hello.
I don't get it.
How could you know that?
No idea.
Didn't you really?
No idea.
See, he was very dubious to me, but Sam Torrance says he honestly had no idea, and I'm going to trust him. So
Susanna
you get your
really
3 points. It's finished, Rory. Don't sit down. It's Rory.
Yeah, of course you have.
Rory!
Let's go, come on. Let us go.
Just sit down. Steve and Jonathan, positions, please.
This is distressing, Nick. Not only are we losing, but, you know, they get the ladies, and, you know, we're that close to a successful sexual harassment charge against him. You can't let him near the ladies. He thinks harass is 2 words.
Blindfolds on. OK, can we have our second mystery guest, please? OK, hold on.
We start.
And your time starts now.
Come on, this is good. Perfumed water.
Jonathan.
I think what?
It's a bath,
I
Jonathan.
think we're in luck. I bet you it's like the hockey team, the ladies' hockey team. I'm going in.
Hang on. No! That's a bunch of blokes. Steve! Don't leave me, Steve! They've got me! It's my brother! No!
Bloody hell! Are you listening? No! I tell you, if you just tuned in, this is a Crime Watch special showing you what really happened at Michael Barrymore's house. Now get back. Get back. It's men. I reached down. I thought I'd find a lady. I felt what I thought was an eel. It's the men in the bath. It's men football bath men.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Team bath. Well done. Excellent.
Oh, look at those big men.
Thank you, gentlemen. Cheers. The scores at the end of that round are Steve's team with 3 points and Sam's team with 10.
We stick together. Remember, we both those coaches.
We end it all by playing the name game. The team in the lead goes first, which is Sam's team. So that means Rory's going to be doing the clues. Pass those along to Rory, please. As many names as you can in 90 seconds, starting now.
Whoa! Whoa!
What?
Right, Jimmy. He did the winning putt in the...
McGinley. Paul McGinley.
That's very good indeed. Sir Alex's horse.
Rocket Gibraltar.
Very good. It's a teammate of yours, a duck's arse. Your expression as...
Tight.
Tight as bramble.
Very good indeed. Captain of the USS Enterprise.
Doctor Strange.
Captain Kirk. And 3 children born together.
Triplets. Kirk triplet.
Very good. Look, at a legendary Welsh striker, this is. Same name as the engine.
Rush.
Ivor Allchurch.
Oh, very good. This is a Yorkshire cricketer. His first name is the same as Giggsy's first name.
Ryan.
And his second name, if your arse wasn't...
Side bottom.
It's more lateral. Yeah, OK. It's fine with me. This is an odd Ryder Cup captain from America. Odd. Peculiar.
Curtis Strange.
Yeah.
Then he'd move my lips.
One of your teammates is Peruvian. His second name sounds like...
Nobby Solano.
Nobby Solano. Yeah. Thank you. This is...
So, 16 will win it for you.
You can do it. Do it, Johnny.
Your time starts now.
OK, ex-Formula 1 champ, very boring bloke.
Nigel Mansell.
OK, snooker player, second name is... You'd find it on the rose. Prick your finger. Ow.
Willie Thorne.
Thank you. This is what, if you cut a tree, this is the juice that comes out.
SAPP.
First name would be...
Warren Sapp.
Oh, well done, you. All right. He's an American bloke. This is a footballer, a Welsh footballer. Second name, if you go to a lot of musical concerts, they are...
Ryan.
Oh, yeah, that's it. We're cooking now. OK, if you were late at night in a little... You were in the garden, spying on someone, little animals, black and white, what are they called? Second name of... no, not beavers. That's... No, we don't want to know what you do at night when you're spying on beavers. Good.
I'll give you that, I'll give you that.
All right, these are Chinese footballers, apparently. Second word is, you know, when Rory lifts his arm up and there's a bit of a whip, you know? That thing we talked about, and we left the thing in his dressing room and he didn't put it on. It's like a ghost would say this to you, but a very timid one might finish before he's halfway. And instead of going, he'd go...
Deodorant.
No, you know what they say? When they shout at Mr. Selector, they go, yo, Mr. Selector. Mr. Selector. Mr. Selector. All right, if it was a Hugh Grant film about something...
Boy.
OK, why not? No, why?
Bow!
Right, OK. And the second thing, you play with one of these when you're playing snooker. I know you don't do it much, but you have that stick. That stick, you call it a...
It's just fascinating watching your mind.
Can you not remember what it's called?
Cue.
A cue, cue bow. I get given a Chinese footballer, he gets bloody... It's not fair. No, I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I will not be silent. I demand my right to be heard. It's not fair. It's not fair.
You demand your right to be heard.
You
That's
never listen. No one gives me a chance to speak on this show. You never listen.
So, Steve's team have 9 points, but this week's winner is Sam's team with 18. Thanks to Sam, Rory and Gary, Steve, Jonathan and Rich. We're all off to take Rich to a proper game of football. My name's Nick Hancock. I think it's all over now.
Book your front row seat for the Six Nations, England versus Italy. We're live at Twickenham in Grandstand tomorrow at 3:15 here on BBC One. Oh, and football, it's Watford versus Burnley, the FA Cup quarter-final, live from 1:15 on BBC Two.